Hello children, welcome to another class of computer lessons. Okay, so what are the things we have learned last class? We started our third chapter. Then what's that? Page formatting in MS Office Word. Then what are the things we have learned that day? Yes, header and footer. What is a header? Header means it is a text that appears on the top of each document. That is header. That is the definition of a header. Header means what? It is the text that appears on the top of each document. Then another one is footer. Then what is footer? Footer is the text that appears on the bottom of each document. Right? Okay. Then after that we learned how to add a header and a footer to each page of the document. How to add a header? Just go to the Insert tab, and in that tab there is a header there, and then click on that header and select the appropriate design, means type, and then type the text you want to apply for the header. Same way is also similar to footer. Just go to the Insert tab and select the footer. Then if you want to remove the header and footer, go to the Remove Header and Footer button and then click it. Then after that, yes, these are the things we learned in our last class. Next we are going to learn about page break. Then page break means page break. Page break means we can break the page into, we can divide the page. For example, this is a page and we can divide this page into two. We can divide this page into two. If there is any content in a page, then we can divide the content into two pages. Okay. So page break means it is the place there the one page ends and the next page begins. That means when we typing a document in a Word, when we typing a document, it automatically breaks the page. It have a limited number of lines. After that, it will go to the next page. Right? For example, this is a page, and when we are writing the document here, then it have a limited number of lines, and then after that it will go to the next page. But we can add page break to the content in the page of each document. Then let's see how to break the page. First, go to the Insert tab. Go to the Insert tab. Click Insert tab. Then for example, if you want to break here, first put the cursor on here. Means click the cursor, click the mouse on this here, and then go to the Insert tab and then Page Break option. So if you want to cut this sentence or this page into two, just click any part you want to break the text. So first click there and then go to the Insert tab and then Page Break apply. So now the page is divided into two. So what are the things? First, place the cursor after you want a page break, and then click on the Insert tab. Then automatically it will be divided into two pages. So here is the example. Look at your page, and here the mouse cursor, and Then we apply page break. After that, the remaining text will be appeared on the next page. That means this one page is divided into two. Right? Okay. Then next is making columns. So next one is making columns. Making columns. Columns means what? When we observe the text in a newspaper or any daily magazine, we know in the newspaper the text will be appeared in a different columns. Right? For example, here are the texts and then another, then another. Right? That means the text will appear in a columns. When we read here and then we go to next column. Then after reading the whole section, then we will go to the next column. So in newspaper we can see that the text will be appeared in different columns. We can also create such type of columns in MS Word application. That means let's see how to create columns. So first go to page layout option, then click on the column button, then you can select the number of columns you want to create in that page. So first go to the page layout tab, then select the columns and select the number of columns you want to apply for that page. After selecting that column, then it will be automatically divided into number of columns. So first go to page layout tab. Page layout tab. First go to page layout, means click the page layout, then click the columns. Click the columns. Then select the number of columns you want to apply for that page. Select the number of columns. Select the number of columns. Okay, so how to make a column? Go to the page layout tab. When we click the page layout tab, there is an option that is columns. So select the number of columns you want to apply for that page. Then finally, if you are applying 3 columns, then it will divide into, the text will be divided into 3 columns. Okay, so here to create 2 columns in the document, click on the page layout option, click on columns button, select the number of columns and the page will be divided into 2. Then next is inserting page number. Inserting page number. Inserting page number. Page number. Why we use page number? Because for ordering the document, page number is used to order the document. That's why we can understand which is the first one and which is the last one or which is the next one, etc. So inserting page number means for a document, page number is an essential one because we can order the pages into a standard way. We can order the pages. So page number is used to ordering the document. Okay, then let's see how to order the or how to insert the page number. That means to insert a page number, click on the insert tab. First step is click on the insert tab. Then go to the page number. First click on the insert tab. Then second step, go to page number option. Click on the insert tab, then page number option. Then select the layout or design from where the position you want to put that page number. that means top of the page or bottom of the page or left side, right side. So we can put several sides in that page. So first go to the insert tab, then second one go to the page number, and in that page number options select the position of the page and select the design. So here click on the insert tab. Here look at the picture given in your textbook. First click on the insert tab. First click on the insert tab. Then click the page number button. So second click the page number button. And third one select the number of positions. Select the position of the page number on the page. Then can you see which are the positions? Top of the page, bottom of the page margin, current position, etc. So select the position of the page number you want to apply for that page. Then fourth one, select the alignment of the page. Alignment means left margin or right margin, center position. Then you can see several alignments in that page. Then select the appropriate alignment for your work. So first click to the insert tab. Second click the page number option. Then select the position, and then fourth one select the design. So what are the things? First go to insert tab. Insert tab. Then second one click which option? Page number option. Page number option. Then third one select the position. Select the position. Then fourth one select the alignment. Select alignment. Alignment. So these are the 4 steps for applying a page number. First go to the insert tab, then go to the page number option, then select the position of that page number, and after that select the alignment. Okay. Then next is apply border and shading. Applying border and shading. So next topic is what? Applying border and shading. A border means what? An outline, right? Border means, for example, there is the text and we can outline the surrounding surface of this text. So we can create an outline of that text, that is border. So definition of border is, a border is an outline surrounding some particular area text. What is border? A border is an outline surrounding particular area text. Then next is, why we apply border? For looking attractive. We know when we observe some notices, it looks attractive when we give a border to that notice, right? So this type of borders are used to look more attractive that page or a document, right? Then next is how to apply a border. What are the steps for applying a border? First, go to the home tab and then there is an option that is border. So click on that border. Here is a text. Look at your text in textbook, and then these storage devices are hard disk, floppy disk, compact disk, and the digital versatile disk and pen drives. So we want to apply border on that paragraph. Then how to apply border on that text area? So what are the options? First, go to the home tab. Then there are number of border options. So look at the text. What are the number of border options? Bottom border, top border, left border, right border, no border, all borders, outside borders, inside borders, inside horizontal borders, inside vertical border, then horizontal line, etc. There are some number of designs for applying a border. So we want an outline border. So what are the options we have to use? First, outside border. So click on the outside border. So this is the outside border. So click on the outside border. Then after clicking that option, we will get a border on this text area. So how to apply border to the paragraph? Put a cursor on that place you want to create a border and then go to the home tab, and then after that you can click that option border, select the appropriate border like outside border or inside border, whatever you want to create for that paragraph, right? So let's see what are the steps. So once more, first place the cursor on the paragraph you want to create for the border. So first place the cursor onto the paragraph section you want to apply for the border. First place the cursor. Then second one, where in which tab? Go to the home tab. Go to home tab. Then go to the border arrow button. Go to the border arrow head. Go to border arrow head. Then next select the outline border. Select the outline border. Select the outline border. So what are the steps? First, place the cursor to the paragraph to which you want to create for the border. Then second step, go to the home tab, and third step, go to the border arrowhead button. So we know in that border arrowhead button there are number of options. Select your appropriate option for your work. So here we select a outline border. Instead of this we can select inside border or top border, bottom border, etc. But here we select a outline border. So what are the steps? Once more, place the cursor on the paragraph, then go to the home tab, then border arrowhead button. After that select the outline border. Okay. Then yes, for example, if you want to remove the border, remove border. First we apply an outline border into this text area. After some time we will think that we want to remove that border. Then how to remove a border? How to remove a border? Just select this border and go to no border option. Select this border and go to no border option. What are the steps? First, select the border. Select border. Then second option, go to no border option in the border arrowhead. No border option from the border arrowhead. Border arrowhead. Right? So what are the options for removing a border? Just select this area or just select the border and then go to the border option. Which option? No border options from the border arrowhead. Okay, then finally the border will be removed from that paragraph of the page. Next is applying a border to a page. Here we discuss applying a border to a paragraph or a text area. Now we are going to discuss about applying a border to a page. Applying border to a page. Applying border to a page. That means here is the page and we can apply a border to this page. How to apply a border to a page? So first go to the Home tab. First go to the Home tab and then go to the border button. That means here we discussed sometimes before that border tab, and then that means border arrowhead button, and then select the border, then click the page border tab. First click on the Home tab, second click the border arrowhead button, third option select the appropriate border, outline border or bottom border, top border, etc. Click the border button and then finally the border will be applied on that page. So from the list we can see there is a shading option. Shading option means, look at the text. Here there is a window. In that window it contains borders, page border and shading. If you want to apply a page border, go to the shade, that means box shape, shadow, 3D, custom. Go to that shapes, that means page borders, and select one of it. Then after that we have to change the style. Style means, so page border contain many options like page border contain many options like box, 3D, then shadow, etc. This is page border options. And then we can also select the style. Style means, if you want to apply a thin line in the border or a thick line, we can control this using style option. So style option contain a thin line, thick line or dotted line. We can select the line which we applied on the border. So style option contain thin line option, thick line option, dotted line options, or otherwise large dotted line option, etc. Different types of styles we can see on the style option. Then also we can adjust the width. We can adjust the width of that line. Then another one is, we can also add some shading or art to this page. So shading or art means we can add some flowers or stars instead of this line. That means we can add star to this border. We can add star in the place of border. Star or flowers or any other designs we can add to the page in the place of border. So that means these pictures will be placed in the top side, left side, right side and the bottom side of that page. So we can add border That means in the form of a pictures. That is called art. So we can select the pictures from the art option and then apply the border to it. Then next is finally the page of border will be applied on that option of document. So what are the steps? First, click on the home tab. Then second one, select the or click the border and border arrowhead button. Then select the appropriate outline. And if you want to add some pictures, go to the art option. Then we can change the style. Style means we can change the width of that line. Thin line or thick line or dotted line, we can apply to that page border into the document. Then next is apply shading. Shading means we can apply some color to the particular area. We can apply some background color to a selected text or a page. Shading means we can apply some background color to a particular area or a selected text. So the definition of shading is the background color applied to the selected text. So what is a shading? Shading means it is the background color applied to a selected text. For example, here is the selected text. We can apply some color on the background of the text apple. So that is known as shading. The next is how to apply a shading option or how to apply shading into that a particular area. First, go to the home tab, from where we put some arrowhead button, and then go to some color options. That means first go to the home tab, then click the arrowhead button. From there you can select the color option for applying the shading in a document. That means first go to the home tab. First place a cursor on that text you want to create for the shading, and then second one click the home tab, then select the color you want to apply for that selected area. Then finally it will be displayed on that shading area. For example, red color or light blue, etc. The color will be displayed on the background of that text area. So what are the things? First, place the cursor on the area you want to apply for shading. Place the cursor on the area. Then second one, go to the home tab. Go to the home tab. Then third one, go to the border and shading arrow option. Border and shading arrow option. Arrow option. Select the appropriate color. Select appropriate or suitable color. So these are the steps for applying border to a page. Applying a border to or applying shading to a particular area. So next portion is page orientation. Page orientation. So there are two types of page orientation. First one is portrait page orientation and landscape page orientation. So two type of page orientation. First one, portrait page orientation and landscape page orientation. Portrait. Portrait. Page orientation. Then second one, landscape page orientation. Then in portrait page orientation, the feature is vertical size is larger than horizontal size. Vertical size is larger than horizontal size. Look at this picture. Here, this is the length of horizontal size and this is the length of vertical size. So which one is bigger? Vertical size. So in this type of orientation is known as portrait page orientation. What is its peculiarity? Its vertical size is greater than horizontal size. Like this, vertical size is greater than horizontal size. Right? Then second one is landscape page orientation. Then it's just opposite to the portrait page orientation. Then what is its peculiarity? The horizontal size is greater than vertical size. That means the page looks like this. So that means the length of horizontal size is greater than vertical size. This type of page is known as landscape page orientation. Landscape page orientation. Okay. Then the definition of page orientation is the layout position of a piece of paper for printing. Page orientation can be changed. Like if you want to print banner, you can use landscape page orientation. If you want to print a notice or a banner, you can use landscape page orientation, not portrait page orientation. So what is the feature of a landscape page orientation? Vertical part or horizontal part is greater than vertical part. Right? Then, so what are the things we have studied in our chapter 3? First, what is header? Once more, what is header? Header means it is a text that displayed on or that applied at the top position of each page in the document. Then what is footer? Footer means it is the text that appears at the bottom of the document. Then next is how to add header. How to add header? Click on the insert tab, then go to header option, then apply the header. Then enter the text you want to apply for the header. Then how to apply footer? Just click the insert tab, click on the footer button and then type the text you want to apply for the footer. Then next is, if you want to view a header or a footer, just go to the view. For viewing header and footer, just go to the print layout tab. You can see the complete picture of that page. Then next is, what is page break? Page break is the place where one page begins and another page ends. Then how to apply a page break? First, put a cursor on the place you want to apply for the page break. Then click the home tab and then click the page break. Click the insert tab, then click the page break. Then finally the page is divided into two. Then next is making columns. We can see columns appeared in magazines or daily newspapers. The text will be appeared in the form of columns. Then how to create a column in a Word? First, go to the page layout option. Then select the columns or click the column option button. Select the number of columns and finally it will be divided into their appropriate or specified number of columns. Then next is page number. What is page number? Page number is used to ordering the pages in a document. Then how to apply a page number? First click on the insert tab, then click the page number, then select the design or position of the page number and then select the alignment you want to apply for that page. Then next is apply border and shading. Then what is the definition of border? Border is an outline surrounding a particular area or a text. Shading means it is the background color applied to a particular area or a text. How to apply a border? First, place a cursor on the paragraph you want to apply for the border and then go to the home tab, then select the border arrowhead option, select your suitable border and then apply it. Then next is apply border to a page. Same way, but there is some slight difference. Click the border and shading option, then click the page order arrowhead and then finally select the suitable border and then it will be applied on that page. Then next is shading. Then how to apply a background color to a particular area or a text. Go to the home tab and then select the shading and border option. Then next is how many types of page orientation? Two types. What are they? Portrait and landscape option. Portrait means its peculiarity is vertical size is greater than horizontal size. Then landscape means horizontal size is greater than vertical size. Then next is a question. Type a paragraph consisting of 2-3 lines. Apply border and shading to it. Add a header naming my project report and a footer by me and view it. So first question, type a paragraph consisting of 2-3 lines. So just type a paragraph containing 2 or 3 sentences. Then apply border. So how to apply border for that area? That means apply border to that 2-3 lines. So just go to the home tab and then select the border. Means we want to apply the border on the surrounding of the text area. So apply the outline border and then that means click the outline border and then select the color option, because here the question is apply border and shading to it. So first apply border to that text area and then apply shading to that area. So select a suitable color and then apply to that area. The next question is add a header naming my project report and a footer by me. So add a header. So we want the text to apply the header is my project report. So select the header and enter the text my project report. The next is add footer by me. So select the footer and enter the or type the text by me. Then next question and view it. Then how to view the header and footer? Just go to the print layout. So we can visible full picture of that page. Then so the questions. First, a header is what? Text. So the options are text appear in the top of each page of a document. Second option, text appearing in the bottom of each page of a document. Third option, text appearing in the center of each page of a document. And fourth option, text appearing on the top of the first page only. So which is the correct option? What is a header? Header is a text which appear on the top of the each page of a document. So that is the correct answer. Then second question, to remove a header, you will click on. If you want to remove a header, you will click on which option? Remove header button. Second option, remove footer button. Third option, footer button. And fourth option, header button. So first option, remove header button. If you want to remove a header, go to the option remove header button. Then third question, which view will use if you cannot see the header or footer? If you cannot see the footer or header, go to the print layout. So where is the option? Print layout A. So answer is print layout option. Then fourth question, which tab will you click on to add a page tab, page break? So how will you break a page, or which is the option we used for breaking a page? Just go to the insert tab. So here the option D is correct, insert tab. Then which tab will you click on in the border and shading window to apply a page border in a document? Which tab will you click on in the borders and shading window to apply page border in a document? We want to apply a page border in a document. So which tab we will go? Page border. Then next is true or false. First question, a header is a text which appears at the top of every page of the document. Is it correct or not? A header is a text which appears at the top of every page, right? So true. Next one is, a footer is the text which appears at the bottom of first page only. Is it correct? No. Footer is the text which appears at the each page of the document. That is false. Then third question, a page break will start a new page. Yes, a page break means here is the page, one page ends and other page starts. So here the question is, a page break will start a new page. It's correct. So true. Then fourth question, to insert a page break, click on the home tab. Is it correct? How to insert a page break? First go to the insert tab. So it's false. The answer is false. Then fifth question, you cannot apply both border and shading to the same paragraph. Is it correct? No, we can apply both border and shading to the paragraph. Then sixth question, a border when applied becomes permanent and cannot be removed. It's wrong. We can remove the border. How can we remove border? By using the option no border. So this is false. Then seventh question, in the portrait page orientation, the vertical size is greater than the horizontal size. Is it correct? Yes, in portrait the vertical size is greater than horizontal size. Then next, fill in the blanks. To work with headers, click on the dash tab and then click on the dash button. To work with headers, click on the which tab? Click on the insert tab and then click on the header button. To apply a header, go to the header, go to the insert tab and apply header button. Then next, the column button is under the which tab? Page layout tab. Then third question, to insert a page break, click on the dash button under the insert tab. To insert a page break, click on the page break button. Which option? Page break button. Then fifth question, the borders button is under the home tab. The border button is under the home tab. Fourth question, to insert page number in your document, click on the insert tab and click on the page number button. Then sixth question, in the landscape page orientation, the dash size is greater than the dash size. Which size is greater than? In landscape page orientation, horizontal size is greater than vertical size. Then what is say? Then answer the follow. Answer in one word or sentence. Suggest a header and a footer for your project report on the solar system. That means header we can write about solar system, that is header, and footer by your name or by students. Then give an example where you need to insert a page break. While making a report about solar system, we can give the details about planet in each of the page. So that's where we need a page break in that document. Then third question, write 3 positions where you can have page numbers. We can have page numbers in left side, or right side, or center position. Then which tab will you click on to make columns in your document? Make columns in our document. Which tab? Page layout tab. So first go to page layout tab and click the column option, and then select the number of options. And finally it will divide it into the number of specified columns you selected. Then next, fifth question, give an example where you need landscape page orientation. Yes, we need landscape orientation when we work with the banners. Then next is answer the following. Explain the concept of headers and footers. So what is headers? Header means it is the text that appear on the top of each document. Then what is footer? Footer is a text that appear on the bottom of the page. Then border and shading. What is border? Border is an outline surrounding some particular area. Then what is shading? Shading is the background color applied to a selected text. Then what is the need of page number? Page number is used for ordering that pages. Page break. Page break means it's beginning of a new page or a one page ends there. Then different type of page orientation, 2 types, landscape and portrait. Then these are all about the chapter. Thank you.